We got around 6¼ right? That's going to be 6¼ overall length. So this was a very nice, I guess one-time special over at BladeHQ. I'm wondering if they're ever going to bring it back. I think they should. Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel and you're watching Miguel EDC. This channel is all about EDC. Today we're going to be taking a closer look here, doing a review on the Civivi Scintilla, right? Boom, this guy right here. Tiny but mighty little guy right there. So I'm going to let you guys take some quick first looks, first impressions on this guy. I did an unboxing on this little guy here not too long ago, and I've gotten a chance to EDC this guy here for quite a bit, and then now I want to go ahead and bring you guys some feedback, some impressions, right? So you guys can kind of learn, see what the Civivi Scintilla is all about. Let's go ahead and get things started here with a quick little size check. All right, so this guy's going to come in at, let's see, we got around 6¼ right? That's going to be 6¼ overall length. And then as far as the blade, right, this blade is going to be 2 3/4. The actual cutting edge is going to be a little bit under 2.5 inches, and the handle is going to be, I want to say 3.5, right? You got 3.5 on the handle right there. When it is folded, let's do the quick, right? When it's folded, right, same length right there, right? 3.5 overall. All right, let's do a quick hardware check on this guy. By the way, guys, my tools are very affordable, right? The tools that I use on the channel here for every review video, and even to take apart my knives and everything, they're all part of the Reversible tool set. Comes with every single drill bit that you can possibly imagine or need. Check out the links in the description. They are affiliate links. They do help out the channel quite a bit at no extra cost to you. That being said, I want to say the pivot is definitely going to be a T8, right? And let me double check. I have been known for putting the wrong bits in the wrong place. So that's my T8 right there. And hold on. Let me check here. Yeah, that is definitely going to be a T8, right? No questions whatsoever. Also on the frame here, these are going to be T8, right? I want to say this guy right here is a T8 also, but I can't get to it because the pocket clip gets in the way. So you kind of have to take the pocket clip off first, which by the way is reversible. Check that out. Pocket clip is reversible on the other side too. Pocket clip is more than likely in typical Civivi fashion. It's going to be a T6, right? Probably going to be a T6. Let's test that. There it is, right? T6 on the pocket clip. So T6 and T8, right? In typical Civivi fashion, right? That's typically what they go with in most cases. Let's do a quick blade stock thickness on this guy, right? So on the thickest point, we are reading, let's see, what do we got? Right, we got 0.09 inches, 0.09 inches, right? So it's definitely on the slimmer side. And then on the very, very tip, if I can get it right, yeah, 0.01. So very, very slim towards the tip. I wouldn't recommend any sort of prying or anything like that with this guy. And I mean, even though it is a very wide blade, if you will, I mean, this point right here, this tip is quite pointy to say the least, of course. Get a quick weight on this guy here, shall we? All right, by comparison, just so you guys know, right, the Elementum was 2.8, right? So under that 3 ounces, I guess, golden weight threshold. The Ortis was 2.9, and so this guy being much smaller, my guess is probably going to be 2.5. All right, I was very optimistic there. So 2.7, I mean, still can't go wrong with it. It is a perfect weight right there, under 3 ounces, right? Second time for fair measure. There it is, 2.7 ounces. Bam. So this guy is going to be a BladeHQ exclusive, right? I got this guy over the holidays from BladeHQ. They were doing a promotion where if you purchase around $199, $200, right? You got this guy included for free. And the very interesting thing about this guy is that I have not actually seen that this guy is available for sale anywhere as of the time of this video, even as of the time of the unboxing. So this was a very nice, I guess one-time special over at BladeHQ. I'm wondering if they're ever going to bring it back. I think they should, because it's a nice little EDC. I don't think they should make it available for sale, because I think a lot of people would really enjoy to get their hands on this tiny little EDC. I want to say there's something about the acoustics on this guy, right? When it opens, I don't know if you guys, I'm going to do it a couple times here. Right, this guy just fires in a very unique way. That sound is something else for sure, and I kind of like the acoustics of it for sure. Right, you can of course flip this guy. Got the flipper right here. You can open it or deploy it with the flipper tab. You have a thumb deployment as well, so you could thumb deploy the Scintilla as well. And can you do a reverse flick? Yeah, you sure can. That was a bad attempt right there, but boom, look at that. Yeah, you could do, there's plenty of room right there for a reverse flick. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, it makes it very comfortable and also very satisfying for sure. All right, one last time for a good measure. Boom. So this one has the BladeHQ logo right there. So again, like I mentioned earlier, it is a BladeHQ exclusive, right? Got the BladeHQ logo printed right there. And this guy is not available for sale anywhere right now. So it is a very unique piece, right? I'm happy that I have one. Glad that I was lucky enough to get one sent to me as part of my holiday purchases, right? And yeah, it's kind of very unique right now to have it as part of my arsenal. I'm trying to find maybe something to dislike about this guy, right? I would say probably the ergos, right? It being a smaller knife, very comfortably fits 3 fingers. I want to say the fourth pinky, a fourth finger here, the pinky is going to struggle trying to get some grip right there, because it's just that tiny of a knife, right? So none of the handle is showing once you are fully gripping the handle. That's where this forward choke right here comes into play. So if you were to forward choke on it, then yes, right, you can definitely get a good grip right there, right? Still leaves a little bit of a handle left showing. But yeah, other than that, that's my only gripe about it. But I mean, it's kind of a price you pay for the small form factor. If you're looking for a tiny knife to EDC, right, the small form factor, right, there's a little bit of a price to pay there, right, as far as the ergos, and especially if you have bigger hands. I have average, medium-sized hands, not too small, not too big, and yeah, you can see it right there, right? So that's kind of what it looks like. Half of your pinky is going to be hanging on to this very pointy portion of the handle right there. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, and keep in mind this is still a very unique knife that is not being sold anywhere at the moment right now, so that's something to keep in mind there as well. I'm sure I mentioned this earlier, but this jimping right here comes very, very handy. If you're forward choking, it kind of makes it, if you're forward choking here, makes it uncomfortable to use the jimping, but if you're just holding it normal, right, that jimping is going to help with those cuts, no problem. I want to say even the reverse grip, right, is going to be a little bit comfortable as well for a small knife, right, for what it is, right? So G10 handles on this guy, again, with this very unique indentation on both ends. Not sure what the idea was there, but it's very unique because I haven't seen that in any other knives. I want to say this guy is on bronze. Are these bronze washers? Let's see. These are ball bearings, right? I'm not sure you guys can see them there from the angle. They're so tiny, guys, so tiny, the ball bearings. But yes, this guy does ride on ball bearings, and it's just a smooth action as you would expect from any Civivi. I can't begin to explain it to you guys. So also, you could fail the flip if you don't do it hard enough. This guy is not assisted in any way. So if you don't do the flip fast enough, you could fail it. But as long as you put a decent amount of effort and enthusiasm into it, right, you're going to be able to flip it open just fine. Same with the thumb deployment, right? Same with the reverse flick right there. I'm sure I mentioned this earlier, but this jimping right here comes very, very handy. If you're forward choking, it kind of makes it, if you're forward choking here, makes it uncomfortable to use the jimping, but if you're just holding it normal, right, that jimping is going to help with those cuts, no problem. I want to say even the reverse grip, right, is going to be a little bit comfortable as well for a small knife, right, for what it is, right? So G10 handles on this guy, again, with this very unique indentation on both ends. Not sure what the idea was there, but it's very unique because I haven't seen that in any other knives. I want to say this guy is on bronze. Are these bronze washers? Let's see. These are ball bearings, right? I'm not sure you guys can see them there from the angle. They're so tiny, guys, so tiny, the ball bearings. But yes, this guy does ride on ball bearings, and it's just a smooth action as you would expect from any Civivi. I can't begin to explain it to you guys. So also, you could fail the flip if you don't do it hard enough. This guy is not assisted in any way. So if you don't do the flip fast enough, you could fail it. But as long as you put a decent amount of effort and enthusiasm into it, right, you're going to be able to flip it open just fine. Same with the thumb deployment, right? Same with the reverse flick right there. All right, guys, so that has been it for the Civivi Scintilla, right? Very unique knife, very exclusive to BladeHQ. It is not being sold right now at the moment. D2 blade, stonewash, harpoon style, liner lock with black G10 scales. Awesome knife. I'm glad that I have it. I'm glad that it's part of my arsenal. I really enjoyed EDC in this guy over the last couple of weeks, and I'm just looking forward to continue EDC in this guy more and more, right? If you made it this far into the video, guys, you are the real MVP. There is a chance that this brother from another mother, the CRKT Pyatt, is already up on the channel, the review for this knife right here. If you're from the future, chances are this knife has already been reviewed, so I'll put a card for that right here, right? Put a card right there. If you want to check that out next, you certainly can. This is the CRKT Pyatt. Thank you guys for being so awesome. Thank you for all your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.